Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive here on the Tech Talk English Podcast YouTube channel. Today, we're jumping into something huge, how social media is really reshaping the future of business. It affects, well, everyone, entrepreneurs, marketers, you as a customer. And I'm joined by a fantastic digital strategist who's going to help us navigate this whole evolution.
Great to be here. It's definitely a fast-moving landscape.
Absolutely. I mean,
Sure.
social media, it feels like it went from just, posting vacation snaps to being this absolute powerhouse. It's forcing businesses to think differently, right? Not just marketing, but really building relationships, focusing on community.
That's exactly it. The shift has been profound. It's no longer just an add-on channel.
So today, we'll explore why it matters for literally every business. From the corner cafe to huge global brands. We'll look at the reach, the targeting.
And the feedback loops, which are incredibly valuable.
Yeah, definitely. Plus, we'll get into algorithms, the whole social commerce boom.
Yeah.
Think Instagram shops, TikTok.
Critical stuff. And future trends, too, like AI, personalization, maybe even VR and AR experiences.
And we have to touch on the challenges, too, like managing your reputation online and data privacy concerns.
Can't ignore those, for sure.
Okay, so let's start here. Lots of businesses, maybe smaller ones especially, still see social media as, well, personal space, maybe basic marketing at best.
Yeah.
How did it become such a central engine for actual commerce and connection?
Well, it evolved quickly, didn't it? At first, yeah, it was all personal connections, Facebook, Twitter, initially for friends, but then user attention massively shifted online onto these platforms. Businesses naturally had to follow where the eyes were.
Right, like when Facebook pages launched or Twitter opened up for brands.
Exactly. It wasn't just about sticking an ad somewhere new. It was about meeting customers where they already spent their time. And that fundamentally shifted the power dynamic. Customers started expecting, instant responses, authentic interaction. Social became part of the brand itself.
That expectation for authenticity, it's huge. But I can see how for, say, a local cafe or a small online shop, it might feel just overwhelming.
Yeah.
So beyond the big guys with huge teams, why does social media really matter for basically every single business now?
Okay, I think it boils down to maybe 3 core strategic advantages, going way beyond just having a profile. First is hyper-segmentation.
Right.
Social platforms let you find these incredibly specific niche audiences. Think tiny, loyal micro-communities you could never reach with old-school ads.
Okay, targeting super specific groups. What else?
Second, agile marketing. The feedback is immediate. You post something, you see reactions, comments, shares instantly. So you can test ideas, learn what works, and pivot your campaigns almost in real time. You avoid sinking big budgets into strategies that, well, just aren't landing.
More flexible than traditional campaigns then.
Definitely. And third, the potential for earned media, that viral moment. A single clever post, a relatable video, it can explode and give you massive awareness. We're talking reach that would cost a fortune with traditional media buys, sometimes for practically zero cost.
Right, the viral potential.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of getting seen, everyone talks about algorithms, sometimes like they're this big hurdle,
Yeah.
but they're also the engine, right? How are they really changing the game now, beyond just, post-engaging stuff?
Yeah, they've gotten way more sophisticated. It used to be maybe just about likes. Now algorithms look at much deeper engagement. Things like how long people watch your video, if they save your post, if they share it, even if they DM you about it.
So it's not just about broadcasting anymore.
Not at all. Businesses aren't just making content. They're trying to engineer conversations, create genuinely valuable interactions. That means thinking hard about formats, live video, Q&As, using content your own customers create. Because that authenticity and real value, that directly fuels your visibility as the AI gets better at curating feeds.
Interesting. And I'm definitely seeing this trend where people aren't just finding products on social, they're actually hitting buy right there. Is social commerce the next, major disruptor for retail?
Oh, absolutely. Social commerce things like Instagram shops, TikTok shop, even live shopping streams, it's collapsing the traditional sales funnel. You see something you like, you can buy it often with just a couple of taps. It removes friction, drives impulse buys.
So discovery and purchase happen almost in the same moment.
Exactly. For businesses, the question isn't really if they should adopt it, but how. How do you make it seamless with your existing website or store? How do you use the data from these sales to get smarter?
Makes sense. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. What are the big pitfalls, the critical challenges businesses need to watch out for here?
Reputation management is huge. One mistake, One poorly handled complaint, even a fake review, it can spiral globally in hours. You need to be constantly monitoring and ready to respond authentically.
Yeah, that's scary. What else?
Data privacy is another major one. Regulations are all over the place. Consumers are way more aware and concerned about their data. So businesses have to be super transparent, really careful about how they collect and use data. It impacts targeting, trust, everything.
Okay, reputation, privacy, anything else?
And just platform volatility. Relying too heavily on just Instagram or just TikTok, it's risky. Platforms change algorithms, change features, even rise and fall in popularity. So being flexible, and maybe more importantly, building your own community like an email list or a dedicated group, that's becoming a survival skill. Don't be totally dependent.
Good advice. Looking ahead then, crystal ball time,
Yeah.
what do you see as the next really big shifts coming for businesses using social media?
I'd highlight three key areas. First, AI-driven personalization is going to get even more intense. Content becoming hyper-relevant to you specifically. Like, the platform almost knows what you need or want before you even search for it, using predictive analytics for truly custom experiences.
Wow, okay. Personalized feeds on steroids?
Pretty much. Second, immersive experiences using VR and AR. Virtual reality, augmented reality. It'll move beyond just being a novelty. Think virtual showrooms where you can walk around, interactive product demos you can manipulate, maybe even brand events happening entirely in the metaverse.
So blending the digital and physical even more.
Exactly. And third, maybe a move towards more decentralized or niche communities. Smaller, perhaps even blockchain-based groups where brands can foster much deeper connections with highly engaged fans. Experimenting in these new areas, AI, VR, niche communities, that's likely where future success will be defined.
Okay, wow. We have covered a ton of ground today on just how deeply social media is woven into the business landscape now.
It really has been a fascinating deep dive. So much change, so much opportunity, but also challenges.
Definitely. So for you listening, let's recap the core insights. We're seeing this huge shift, right, away from just short-term campaigns towards building long-term community.
And the need to really understand and work with these complex algorithms, not against them.
Yes. And that undeniable potential of social commerce as a direct sales channel is just growing. So the key advice we heard, really audit your social presence. Does it truly align with your brand values?
And invest properly in compelling content, especially storytelling and video that's tailored for how people engage now.
Right. Focusing on those deeper metrics. And finally, proactively build that community you own so you're not totally reliant on any one platform.
Crucial for long-term stability.
So I really encourage you to think about these shifts. How can your business or the businesses you interact with thrive by embracing this need for authenticity, for agility in these digital spaces? And of course, if you found this valuable, please do like, share, and subscribe to the Tech Talk English podcast channel right here on YouTube for more deep dives. We'll leave you with this thought to ponder. As algorithms get smarter and these new virtual spaces like the metaverse start to emerge, what truly enduring human connections can you foster to make sure your message always cuts through the noise and builds that lasting loyalty? Thanks so much for joining us today.